Ever try walking across the room, and your cat suddenly flops down right in front of you like a furry roadblock? It might seem random, but guess what? Your cat is actually trying to tell you something. Understanding your cat's behavior can feel confusing sometimes. Don't worry, you're not the only one. At FurryNest, we're here to help you figure out what's really going on in that little feline mind. In today's video, we're talking all about what it means when your cat blocks your path. It's more than just attention-seeking, and some of the reasons might really surprise you. So stick around. And if you love learning about your pet, make sure to subscribe to FurryNest and join our growing pet-loving family. Step 1. They want your attention. Let's start with one of the most obvious and relatable reasons. Your cat is trying to get your attention. Cats aren't like dogs who might bark, jump, or wag their tail when they want something. Cats are more subtle. Blocking your path is just one of their quiet but clever ways of saying, "Hey, over here." It could be as simple as them wanting some pets or head scratches. Or maybe they want food, a treat, or for you to refill their water bowl. Some cats will meow or rub against your legs, while others will just plop down and stare, refusing to move until you notice them. If your cat knows that lying in your path makes you stop and engage with them, even if it's just to gently nudge them aside, they'll keep doing it. Because in their mind, it works. Let me tell you a quick story. My friend's cat, Mocha, used to lie at the top of the stairs every single morning. And not just lie there, she'd roll over dramatically like she was auditioning for a cat commercial. Turns out, she figured out that this was the only way to get her human to pause and give her morning belly rubs. So, if your cat is blocking your path regularly, especially during certain routines like mealtimes or when you're leaving the house, chances are they're just asking, "Can I have a little attention, please?" And let's be honest, who could say no to that face? Step 2. It's a sign of trust. Now this one's especially heartwarming. When a cat chooses to lie down right in front of you, belly exposed or completely relaxed, they're showing a huge sign of trust. Cats don't let their guard down easily. It's in their nature to stay alert, especially around humans or other animals. So if they're literally flopping over in your path and not even flinching when you step close, that's their way of saying, "I feel safe with you." Think about it. When you're walking and your cat just rolls onto their side in front of you, they're putting themselves in a vulnerable position. Their belly is one of the most sensitive areas, and exposing it shows that they're not afraid. They trust you not to hurt them. It's also their way of bonding. Cats build connections in quiet, subtle ways. They don't always jump into your lap or lick your face like a dog. Instead, they'll show love by being close to you, even if it means becoming a little speed bump in your hallway. You might also notice this happens more often after you've spent quality time with them, like after grooming, playtime, or feeding. That's not a coincidence. They're reinforcing the bond. So next time your cat flops in your way, smile and know that it's their version of a hug. Just be careful not to trip. Step 3. They're trying to lead you somewhere. This one's fascinating and honestly kind of impressive. Sometimes when your cat blocks your path, they're not trying to stop you. They're trying to guide you somewhere. Yep, your little fluff ball might be acting like a furry tour guide. Watch what they do next time it happens. Do they look at you, meow, then walk a few steps and look back to see if you're following? That's a classic follow me behavior. They might be leading you to their food bowl, asking for a refill, or to the door, hinting that it's time for their outdoor stroll. Some cats even lead you to a toy they've lost under the couch or to a spot that needs your attention, like a litter box that's overdue for cleaning. Cats are smart. They learn quickly that walking in front of you and stopping makes you pay attention. And once they have your attention, they can lead you where they want to go. There's a common misconception that cats don't try to communicate like dogs do, but that's not true. They just have their own way of doing it. For example, my neighbor's cat Tigger will block her hallway every morning. But instead of staying still, he turns and leads her to the bathroom sink. Why? Because he likes drinking running water from the tap. He's trained her perfectly. So next time your cat blocks your path, don't just try to step around them. Pay attention to what they do next. They might be taking you somewhere, on a very important mission, according to them. Step 4. It might be a sign something's wrong. Here's one we shouldn't ignore. If your cat suddenly starts blocking your path more often, and it's not something they usually do, this behavior might be a signal that something's off. Cats are known for hiding discomfort, stress, or illness, but they do have ways of asking for help, and this could be one of them. Look for other signs along with the path blocking. Are they meowing more than usual, pacing, acting restless or clingy, or the opposite, seeming too quiet or distant? Blocking your path might be their way of saying, "I need you." Something doesn't feel right. Here's where it's helpful to consider the timing and changes in the environment. Did you recently move to a new home? Change their food? Bring in a new pet or family member? Even subtle changes can make your cat feel uneasy. Also, pay attention to their physical health. Have they eaten? Used the litter box? Are they limping or licking a specific area too much? We often hear people say things like, "Cats are so chill, they don't need much." But the truth is, cats are sensitive. They just show stress differently. So if they're doing something out of the ordinary, like blocking your way over and over, it's worth a closer look. If you're not sure, it's always best to check with a vet. Better safe than sorry, right? Step 5. They're setting boundaries now. This one's peak cat logic. Sometimes your cat isn't trying to bond with you or lead you anywhere. They're simply saying, "This space is mine now. Good luck getting around me." Cats are naturally territorial animals. They love to claim spots, whether it's the corner of the couch, your keyboard, or yes, the hallway. When they lie down in your path, it might be a gentle way of marking territory. Not in an aggressive way, just cat style. Lying in a spot, rubbing their scent, and daring anyone to move them. Some cats will even stare at you while doing it, like, "Yes, human, I'm lying here. Let's see what you'll do about it." If you live in a multi-pet home, this behavior might become more noticeable. Cats sometimes use body positioning to establish dominance, without actually fighting. Blocking a path is like a silent power move, and it's not always about other pets. Sometimes it's just their way of controlling their environment. Cats like routines. They like knowing what's theirs. So don't be surprised if your cat parks themselves in the exact same spot every day, especially during high-traffic moments, like when you're rushing to leave the house. They're not trying to ruin your day. They're just being a cat, setting boundaries in their own quiet way. If you want to redirect this behavior, give them a cozy mat or blanket in a quiet spot. Praise them when they rest there. Over time, they might swap hallway blocking for a more peaceful nap zone. Cats are complex little creatures. What looks like random behavior, like blocking your path, actually carries meaning. Whether it's attention-seeking, trust, leadership, a warning sign, or boundary setting, it all comes back to communication. And when you take the time to understand these small moments, you start to see just how much your cat is trying to connect with you. Every pause, every plop in your way, it's not just being in the way, it's their silent language, and now you're one step closer to speaking it. So what about your cat? Have they ever blocked your path? What do you think they were trying to tell you? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your stories. If this video helped you understand your cat a little better, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to FurryNest for more helpful, heartwarming pet tips.